G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Welcome to this SharePoint Fundamentals series, and this is the first episode in the series where we're going to take a look at navigating your SharePoint site. So what we can see on the screen here is a typical blank SharePoint team site. Now, what we can see on the left-hand side is what we call our site navigation. So we're on a SharePoint site. So the left-hand navigation here, the vertical one, is how we navigate this particular site. Now, this SharePoint site, now in this case is called SharePoint Fundamentals, could potentially be part of something bigger, maybe an intranet or something like that, and that is called a SharePoint hub site. So if you are, or if the site is part of a SharePoint hub site, then you may see another navigation at the top above the header, which is your global navigation, and that is outside of this particular site. But for this site and scope to this site is the left-hand site navigation. We can see out of the box, because this is a group connected site, we've got conversations, we've got documents, we've got notebook, we've got pages, we've got site contents, and we've got recycle bin. So when we click on documents, we're taken into the default document library of that SharePoint site. Every SharePoint site comes with a default library, and it is just called documents. We've also got a pages library, so that means that any SharePoint page or news article that we create for this site always resides in this library called site pages. We also have another option here, which is site contents. Now, when we click on site contents, we'll see that we're taken to basically a list of all our lists and libraries that are part of this SharePoint site. You can see we've got documents, form templates, site assets, style library, and site pages. Style library, site assets, and form templates are system libraries that we won't dive into in this episode, but the two that we focus on are documents and our site pages. So our documents are where we upload or add or create our documents. We can add multiple document libraries if we need to, but out of the box, we always have a default document library. If we jump back to the home page of our SharePoint site, again, this is out of the box. It's just been freshly created. We've got what we call web parts. Every SharePoint site has a home page, and this is an example of a SharePoint home page. Every SharePoint page is made up of web parts. We add web parts to a page to then give us the ability to add content or surface content on any given page. So on our SharePoint homepage, you can see that we've got a number of different buttons that we can take action on. So we've got a new button here, which allows us to create new things. If we've got the appropriate permissions, we can create a new list, a new library, a new page, a space, a news post, a news link, a plan, and also add other applications. We can see the page details. So when I click on page details, the panel appears on the right-hand side. We can see that we've got some information about our page. We've also got analytics, and this is on-page analytics for this given page. On the right-hand side, you can see that we've got the ability to share this page or copy a link to this page. We can edit this page. Again, if we've got the appropriate permissions, I can put this page into edit mode, changes slightly. You can see when I move my mouse over each individual little web part or widget, then we can click this, and you can see that we can then configure that little web part on the page. We can then republish that page as well. And that will then just reload that page. If we've made any changes, then others will then be able to see it. So there we go, navigating your SharePoint site, quite easy. That's a blank SharePoint team site. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.